What's going on, everyone? So right now we have Bitcoin at 103K. Bitcoin has been pumping crazy. Just look at these numbers. It's been doing absolutely crazy numbers. We got Bitcoin up 6.4% in the last 24 hours at 103K. And we got everything else growing. Now we got Ethereum at 21%. And it makes me think, are we in altcoin season? A lot of the altcoins are pumping more than Bitcoin. But remember, just in that last cycle that we just came out of, Bitcoin was pumping way more than all the altcoins and the meme coins. But now you're seeing altcoins and meme coins are pumping way more than Bitcoin, which leads you to think, are we in altcoin season? Is that what we're transferring into? Because if that's the case, then once Bitcoin peaks and reaches its all-time high and then gets past it and it creates a new all-time high and then starts pulling back, you're going to see a lot more of that money flowing into the altcoins right now. So right now everything's kind of pumping, but we got to wait to see when Bitcoin hits its new all-time high, how much everything else starts pulling back. Because if it starts happening like that, then you better bet we're in altcoin season. All right, that's pretty much the basis of what's going on right now. But we're inside of a very good area here with Bitcoin. As you can actually see, this is kind of big right now. Like if you look at the MACD, you can see that even though it has just now pulled back, right, because a lot of buying happened, it looks like it's getting ready to start back up again. You can see it right here on the MACD. You can see how these two lines are now crossing each other and then looking like they're actually going to be facing upwards. Now there is a possibility that both of these lines don't follow an upward momentum path, and it's possible that they just kind of go down. But right now, when you also see this little green bar right here, that indicates buying. So this is a new area for buying inside of Bitcoin. So that is another avenue for Bitcoin to start increasing. Now, there is a possibility that that one little green bar can end up like this and then turn into like 2 to 3 green bars and then just go down from there. There is that possibility, so we have to keep that in mind. But other than that, I mean, we look really bullish. Now, over here on the RSI, it looks like we're about to enter overbought territory. Like we are slightly there. And you can see here, this is when it was overbought. But even when it was overbought, it still kept running. Look at how it was overbought here on the RSI. But then it just kept running. This is where it should have stopped, that overbuying, but it didn't. It just kept running and running and running, even as the RSI started decreasing. That's just because of the volume and the amounts kind of started decreasing a little bit from where they were previously. So we might see something like that where it shows that we're going to be overbought, but then it keeps running because only the volume has decreased, but it's still, more buying than selling. So that could be something that we also see. So watch my video I did on Bitcoin yesterday on the 9th. I did a really good video on Bitcoin. I mentioned how if we break past this resistance here, 108K, we're almost effortlessly going to go up to 119K, right? And then if we can actually break past 119K, then one thing that we're going to end up seeing is us getting up to about 100 to 130 to 135K. And then from there, we should see a major crash, like bear market crash. Like if we get all the way past 119K, which is this Fibonacci, we're only going to go up above it, but for so much. Like, and then from there, it's going to actually be the crash, the bear market. And then we're going to start to see altcoin season as it's going down because that money is going to start flowing into altcoins. But that is my prediction. That's what I believe is going to happen here on Bitcoin. I'll keep you all updated on this, but Bitcoin is looking really good right now. So at this point, I wouldn't be doing nothing risky. If you haven't gotten in yet, I wouldn't. Me personally, I'm not going to be buying in right now. Everything's too high. Like, why didn't you buy Bitcoin down here? Why do you want to buy it up here all of a sudden, right? You don't want to start doing that because like we're literally almost at the peak. Yes, it can keep running. Yes, there's a possibility we can get above our previous all-time high of 100K. Yes, there's a possibility that if we do that, we can run all the way up to 119K. And yes, there's also the possibility that it could peak at 135K before actually crashing down to 74K, 58K, and at the lowest 45K. Yes, that's a possibility, but we do not want to play those possibilities. We do not want to play that because that is a very, very dangerous game. So I would definitely say be careful. Right now, we're just watching out for 100K. And if we get rejected here at 100K, then we're going to have to retest the supports at 99K before we try to make that rise again to create new all-time highs at 119K. So that's pretty much what we're working on right now with Bitcoin. I'll let you all know what happens. But right now, Bitcoin is doing great. 68.4% in the last year, 34.5% in the last 30 days, 10% last 14 days, 7% last 7 days, 6.3% last 24 days. Bitcoin is doing great. A lot of other cryptos are doing great as well, which leads me to think we might be inside of an altcoin season. So I would definitely say you pay attention to these altcoins. Like these altcoins are doing really, really big numbers. So pay attention to them. I think the altcoins might be where it's at right now, but it could easily do a reversal where like Bitcoin just goes up crazy and then the money comes out of altcoins. So you definitely want to be careful on that. But anyways, this is all I got for y'all today. I just wanted to bring this to your attention. I'll let you all know exactly what happens. But yeah, it looks like we're heading towards our previous all-time high of 108K, and we may be passing it. Anyways, that's all I got for y'all today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe, all that good stuff, and leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys want me to go over next. As always, I'll be back with another video.